the officers taking people into custody have to base the use of force they have on the reactions of the person they're taking into custody. Irrespective of their race, if the people submit to the officer's authority, they're taken into custody without incident.
All right, I want to play something from juror number 17 today. Let's take a listen.
For what I know, the MPD has a history of corruption and just I just hear that there's a lot of bad cops in the MPD. I just don't trust. I don't really trust law enforcement like that. I just feel a little bit intimidated when they come around.
Lance, what struck me about this prospective juror, he was very young. He was 19 years old. Is there a lack of trust that is growing these days between police officers and younger folks? And taking race out of the equation, just let's talk about young people and police and that level of trust. Do you see a problem?
I think there definitely is a growing distrust, and you can't blame them. I mean, they're bombarded every way till Sunday on social media that officers are doing things that they're not in fact doing. And quite frankly, I think he was pretty courageous. He sounded young. I didn't know he's 19 years old, but to speak up like that and be very frank in a group of strangers, it's heartbreaking to hear from somebody who wore a badge and somebody who represents a lot of officers. It's heartbreaking to hear, but you can't help but have those opinions. You are bombarded every day with lies about law enforcement.
So can I respond to that, Vinny, please?
Absolutely.
We are not bombarded with images on television that shape our opinion. What happens is we experience this real time, real life. And so that's the basis for which many black folks have to call on it. While I'm in law enforcement, trust me when I tell you, when I walk out of my house in this suit that I wear, everybody doesn't know that I used to be a sergeant on the Los Angeles Police Department. And so I, too, have been a victim of racial profiling. I've been stopped when I've done nothing wrong. And it's not until the officer finds out exactly who I am that things change. And so our real life experiences are the basis for which this young man has grown up, probably seeing family members being treated unfairly. And now he, too, is afraid. He probably knows someone who has lost their life at the hands of an errant officer. So it's not just stuff we see on TV that we just pull out of the air and from our nether regions that makes us feel frightful of police.
All right, I appreciate both of you being very frank tonight. I think it's an important discussion to have. Let's get to our next story and continue this analysis. This comes from the Muskogee Police Department.